I cannot find a bank. Well, I stole stuff, and unless I put it in the bank, every time I'm around the guards, they can
They'll
stop
take it.
I don't want them to take it, because if they take it, then I have to pay them gold.
I just posted it to Facebook and Twitter.
No problem, I just found where the bank is. I just have to get by the guards to get there. Yay!
Here I go. What level are you at now?
Four.
I got one problem. The play button is hidden by my overlay. I gotta hide the overlay long enough to start. Control tab. Hide the overlay long enough to hit the play button. There we go. Now we can start the overlay back up. When you get time, check my Twitch channel. I've sent you the link before, haven't I?
You have. I haven't used it yet, but yes, you have. Now I'm in a very intense cutscene here. I'm only gonna play till about 10 o'clock, and then I'm gonna,
What was your name again?
then I'm gonna go get ready, and we're gonna get out of the house for a little bit.
I just got 7 gold for killing a skeleton. Where are we going here? There's a lot of people in here. Hey, I want to open the chest. Why can't I open the chest? Homespun robe. Close the inventory. I just killed a monstrous thing that does magic.
Yeah, the bone guard or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I blocked it. I blocked him.
He's your last challenge, other than the... On either side of that woman that's in the blue, you'll see little, like, pyramids. You're supposed to destroy those. And then they'll trade places, and then you can walk out with the profit. Then you'll be out of that prison.
Well, I'm, like, looking for treasure right now. Ah, he hit me. Why aren't you hitting him?
Gotta be facing him.
Oh, that's why.
Get some more, you skeeving hawkers.
Ooh, I got a bow. We'll equip that. Do we need arrows to use a bow?
What?
Do we need arrows to use a bow? I guess not.
No.
Oh, I didn't see him. She got hit. Oh, there's a... I found an urn. You don't have to be facing him if you got a bow. Looks like I went the right direction. There's a lot of these bone dudes. I guess we won't be going that way. I guess it doesn't matter which way you go. You got... Okay, blow again so I can run past you. Looks like I gotta go through here. Going up some stairs. Do I have to pick another lock?
Yep. Yep. And then once you get out of there, you'll be in a new world. You'll be on a ship.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time. Alright. Good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed.
Guard caught me and took away all my stolen goodies.
It'll be up to you to save and get him back to Tamriel.
Talk to Lyris. Where's Lyris? Come back here, Lyris. I gotta talk to you.
There's a trick to opening a cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
Really?
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Well, come on, Lyris. That thing almost killed me.
Yep.
Let him out. Activate the pinions. What pinions? Why don't I see any pinions? I need to get him loose. There's gotta be pinions here somewhere. It's got her. One is activated. And another one's activated. Wait for the exchange. Alright, your fee, old man.
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it. Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring.
Got another arrow. Another door. Do I have to pick a lock? Nope. It just opened.
There it is! The dark anchor mooring.
Whoa.
The mortal thinks it can define me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
The future holds our salvation, and you have a part to play. Come, I will protect you.
This thing is gonna kill me. Yeah, well, you're not protecting me too well. Definitely search this dude, because he's got to have some cool stuff.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Sky Shard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation.
I just killed the big ugly thing.
Absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb. Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly! Collect the Sky Shard.
And here I go. Well, I thought I was.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let
Oh,
the way
I just
be
died.
opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
How do you jump? Oh, you can't jump.
Space bar.
I hit the space bar, it just stood there. My overlay keeps me from being able to read what it says about Auridon.
The message awakens once again. Come here, we must speak. As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
Ooh, I just defeated one of their high captains.
Days,
Ooh, cool.
weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of
I look down
time
at the
and
baby,
space.
he's playing with the
I know
blinds.
only
He
that you were
stops and he looks at me
deposited into
and he
the
gives
sea,
me the
and
biggest
some
smile. I said,
charitable
would you
soul
like me to quit
fished you up and
playing?
brought you to
And he
dry
kind of
land.
gave me that sweet, yeah, Mom, can we stop? So I might quit just so I can take a shower and take him to the playground for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Besides, you need plenty of time to catch up with me.
Yeah, it looks that way. I'm standing here talking to the prophet. Somehow I need to... Let me hit escape and see if I can turn up the volume a little bit, because I'm having trouble hearing. Audio. Dialogue volume. I hear you just fine.
Alright, bud, I'm gonna log off. I don't think I have to put my tune anywhere. I just got up to level 5, and I just got done talking to Queen Erin. I did a quest for her. So when you get there, you know you've gotten to where I've been, okay?
Alright, well what you
So
need
I'm
to
gonna-
do is disconnect from server.
Yeah, I will. Alright, I love you, and I will see you later, maybe when the baby takes a nap, okay?
Okay, call me when you want to play.
I will. Bye, Bob.
Bye. Effects volume, music. It's at 100%, so it can't possibly be any louder.
How do I disconnect from the TeamSpeak?
That's what I said, disconnect from server. You go to File, disconnect from server. Okay, click resume.
I don't have a thing up at the top that says file.
There's on the far left, click that button, whatever it is. And there should be one that says disconnect from this server.
There's one on connections when I click on it. It says
Yeah.
disconnect from current or disconnect
That's it.
from all.
Disconnect from current.
Okay. Alright, love you. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path. Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land. I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard.
Let me see, how do you apply your skill points? This is a problem, because all of the, if I don't know the commands, yeah, I'm gonna have to hide this. Control tab. Get rid of this. Would order a trumpet's wild report, and there could be indecision. There could be no indecision, as the revelers took position. The first dance, only ladies separate, away from such men as Lord Chornabret. Men's refrain. Oh, dear fellows, explain. Brothers, can you help make it plain? The man's been doing this for years, leaving maidens fair in tears, before the final tune's been blast, and her first dance with him will be the last. Lord Ogen Jernabret of Gare, watch the ladies dance on air, the loveliest in the realm, a fellow in a Urson hide helm, said the Queen of Rimmon and her consort have put together quite a sport. Which lady fair do you prefer? Lord Jornabret pointed her. See that bosom bob and weave, well suited for me to love and leave. Women's refrain, men's verses. The man in the mask of a bear had left the Lord of Gare. Before the ladies' dance was ending, then a trumpet sounded pretending that the Queen of Rimmon and her consort called for the men to come to court, disdainful passing over all the rest. Ogun approached, she of bobbing breast. She was rejected, saved a life of woe, for a new maiden as fair as snow. Men's refrain, women's verse. At the first note of the band, the beauty took Ogin's hand. She complimented his stately carriage, dancing to the tune about the marriage of the Anine of Kimon and her consort, Queen of Kimon and her consort. It is very difficult indeed to comport with grace, neither falling nor flailing, wearing ornate hide and leather mailing, dancing light as the sweetest of dreams, without a single squeak of the seams. The rhythms rose and fell, no one dancing could excel, with masculine grace and syncopation, Lord Jernabret even drew admiration from the Queen of Rimmon and her consort, like a beauteous vessel putting into port. He silently stood, belying the leather's weight. She whispered girlishly, the hour is late. but I've never seen such grace in hide armor. It was pity he knew he had to harm her. Men's refrain, women's verse. The tune beat was furious, he began to be curious. Where had the maiden been sequestered before this dance was requested by the consort and his queen of women? I didn't see you dance with the women. My dress was torn as I came to the dance, she said, smiling in a voice deep as a man's. My maids worked quickly to repair, while I wore a snit of hide, a helmet bare. Women's refrain. So that's that. How do you get rid of it? Can you search it anymore? No, all it does is pull that up when you search it. Let's look around a bit. Bottle empty. Bottle empty. Doesn't look like there's something on the bed. Search the cabinet. We found some beets. Bottle empty. There's a book. There's someone in here. Sailor. Barrels empty. Search the basket. Found some tomatoes. Empty barrels. Isinglass. Any more barrels with anything in them? Talk to the sailor.
My favorite tavern's in town here. Salted Wings. Ever been?
Guess he doesn't have anything important to say. Ooh, found some beer. We can always use some beer. See what we got down here.
This one can't stand the grog in Volkelgard. Can't wait to get back on the water.
Why do I got the feeling I'm gonna get so much inventory? I can't carry everything. There's another one. Empty keg. Got some apples. Searching these kegs is paying off. Empty. The heck am I supposed to do with all this inventory? For heaven's sake, how many tomatoes are we gonna find? Cooking Mastery, the easy. What is the secret to easy cooking mastery? It can be summed up in one word: recipes. When you have a recipe for a dish, especially if it comes from the malachite chef, it takes all the guesswork out of preparing a meal. So beg, borrow, or steal. I jest. Some recipes require the necessary ingredients and combine as directed over a hot cook fire. You'll be a master provisioner in no time. Because I'll let you in on a little professional secret. 19 out of 20 times, even top-ranked chefs do exactly the same thing. Oh, he may add a special spice here or there to personalize a recipe, but we know better than to ignore them entirely. A proven recipe represents the collective experience of generations of cooks. Whether you're making something as simple as cryodilic sweet roll or as complicated as a screaming cheese fondue in the kitchen, a recipe is your best friend. Okay, good enough. We can search the sacks. Thanks, guy. Appreciate it. I'm looking around, seeing what I can find. But I'm seriously wondering how much inventory I can actually hold. See here, I'm finding lots of stuff, I just don't know what it's for. Oh, I'm on a ship. She was right, I am on a ship. Got somebody looking.
You're awake! Ha! I was worried you'd never wake up. You slept all the way from Canarthy's roost, right through the hurricane. You don't remember? A Khajiit named Razumdar fished you out of the ocean. He paid me a small fortune to bring you here. We barely made it out of Canarthy's Roost before the hurricane hit. He was headed to Eagle Strand, an old fort on Canarthy's Roost. My ship won't return there for some time, but a bosun on the far dock can take you. Look for sugar claws.
Look for sugar claws. Started storm on the horizon. Let's see what there is in here. Ooh, look at that. Found some weapons. I can't imagine what I'm gonna need with that many swords. Really? Looks like I'm back where I started. Yeah, I'm right back where I started. What key did I just hit to do that? Look around. I have enough junk. Oregon Explored, Chapter 1. Gentle reader, welcome. Welcome to the crystal blue waters and gentle zephyrs of Oregon, jewel of the Somerset Archipelago and gateway to Tamriel. This fair isle has long been home to the friendliest, the most outward-facing of my noble race. Herein I've included an unedited journal of observations, thoughts jotted down during my most recent trip across the Isle. Some of the hidden gems of the Isle, some of the most striking locales of this sheltered paradise, will see the description in these pages. From I, your humble guide, enjoy. Ventil the Wafer. The rest of the pages have been torn out. Thanks a whole heck of a lot, whoever tore out the pages. That thing. Let's see now, if you want to seek quests, the only way I know to pull up all this stuff skills. Okay, there it's telling me the keys. Journal is J. Press T to change your focused quest, M to see where to perform the next task, press X to abandon the focused quest. people with that can provide new quests. If you're stuck on a quest, check the quest journal for hints. The lore library contains special books you collect on your journeys throughout Tamriel. Achievements displays hints such as Sky Shard locations and long-term goals that can unlock special rewards for your account, and characters such as dies, leaderboards, track top players with the Alliance War and Trials. After escaping from Cold Harbor, a Khajiit named Razum Dar puffed me from the storm-tossed waters of Canar's Roost and put me on a boat to Oridon. If I want to meet Razum Dar on Canardi's Roost, I should speak with Sugar Claus, the boatswain in Volkel Guard. She should be able to take me there. Okay, Sugar Claus. Let's see, where would Volkel Guard be? That is the question. Let's just look around for an arrow. Why not?
Trade feeds Volkelgard like rain feeds a tree. There's almost as many crates here as there are raindrops in a storm.
Okay, I'm in Volkelgard. I just have to find this woman, Sugar Claus. Sailor, Lermian, Sailor, Volkelgard. What was that?
You look like you've seen your share of battle.
Our next run, I'm going to volunteer for the Crow's Nest. Tired of stinking cargo, stinking crewmates, stinking captains. Bah!
Sugar Claus, huh? Is that Sugar Claus?
So many visitors, so little time. Fair day, visitor. I'm Estania, watch captain. I'll need you to state your name for the record. Extra precautions with Queen Irene in town. You understand. I'll just write that down. By order of the 1st Oridon Marines, your presence in Volkelgard has been registered. Do your best to stay out of trouble and out of the way. Fare you well. Help? No, I don't think so. Actually, my guardsmen are all tied up right now. If you're up to it, perhaps you could look into some things for me. Good. I want you to speak with 2 members of the Queen's Court, Advisor Norian and Steward Aminway. They await assistance from the guard, hands I can't spare just now. Who do you want to speak to first? I see you prioritize well. You'll find him at a warehouse west of here. Be sure to tell him that I sent you. Once you've finished with both of them, report back to me on the town's upper level. Well, what are you waiting for? You hit your head recently? The Queen leads the Old Mary Dominion. She had some kind of wild time away from court a few years back, but now she's returned to reclaim her birthright, lead the Alliance. Off gallivanting across Tamriel? Who knows? Who cares? I wish I could just quit my job then come back to it when I get bored. probably talking up the unity of the Dominion. Not all of us are fans of being united with our feral little cousins and furry friends. Queen Irene's personal guard. They're led by Battle Reeve Urselmo, one of the most decorated warriors in the Dominion. No, I'm captain of the city guards here. The Marines are the right arm of the Queen. My duty is to the city.
West. Let me go this way, and this should turn me west.
Hell.
Interesting. Just because they're lit up doesn't mean they're important. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for somebody. Talk to the boatswain, storm on the horizon. Vico Guard. She said it's west of here, so... telling me it's west of here is not helping. Sorry. Oh, there's an arrow. Okay, whatever it is, it's right in there. I can't seem to get out of these cul-de-sac, and there's another arrow, so I don't know which one to go for. I can only go to one at a time.
Fascinating application of the technique.
Never, I repeat, never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this.
Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, Projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Okay, I have to do something specific.
Now I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth the staring blood.
Yes, that's... Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members of the Lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the eyes of the Queen notice something. The intelligence arm of the Aldmeri Dominion. Personally loyal to Her Majesty Queen Irene. My understanding is that many of their members used to adventure with Her Highness during her wild days.
Wow, where the heck am I? I could be freaking anywhere. Looks like this just gives me an overview of the city. Well, I have my pick of quests. So far, this guild thing sounds the most interesting. There's more rooms to this place. Just another outdoor room. That probably is just another outdoor room too. I bet all of these are just exterior rooms. That's another outside room. I see no need to steal anything.
Do not treat these concepts lightly.
I don't consider myself a thief.
Hello there.
And I'm assuming that goes to the
why I
guard.
ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
Okay, how do I get out of here? Probably through this. No, well, I don't remember. Is it through this door? Now I've gotten myself into a mess. I don't remember which door gets me out. I'm gonna take a guess. Nope. It ain't this one. I see the trick to this now. The trick was, once you're in here, you can't figure out how to get out.
Don't let this theory
When this
of
shift's
non-conjoined
done, I could use a
thaumaturgy
drink
get
for
through.
free.
It's really quite simple.
Another guard station. Alright, let's look at the labels to the doors. See if we can figure it out that way.
Greetings.
That's Vocal Guard. Vocal Guard.
Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics.
And they all say exactly the same
Do not treat
thing.
these concepts lightly.
I think I tried that one, didn't I?
Hail.
Shoot. This is gonna be impossible to get out of here. This was obviously a mistake. This looks like the stairway. Yep, found my way out. Now, I got out of there.
Don't let this theory of non-conjoined thaumaturgic vectors throw you. It's really quite simple.
I remember they were all standing there.
Greetings.
Is this a way out? Yep. Talk to the boatswain. We gotta go this way to talk to the boatswain, don't we? below. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's keep heading towards the boatswain. Gotta complete at least one quest if we want to actually get anything done here. Boatswain.
Nice weaponry. But do you know how to use it?
Hello.
It's supposed to tell me where I'm going. I found him. Sugar Claws.
What is it? Is this about the fish? I took what I paid for. Never mind. What do you want? Good. I have business on Canarthy's Roost. Passage is free. The inspectors won't be looking for two of us. Whenever you're ready.
Tell you what. I'll come back here. I'm gonna do that other quest. Journal. Okay, I selected the quest. Task, enter the ruins. Cycle to focus twice. Okay, that's good. Now we can close the journal. Now let's look for the arrow. Enter the ruins. It's that way. I'll switch quests later. Ooh, there is a big wall in the way. Find a way through the wall. Found a way through the wall. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be enter the ruins. Now we're headed in the right direction. What happened?
Head to the barn.
Here's another quest.
Father, we have to get you to safety. Phil Salen is under siege.
We must get this madness under control. Can't you smell the smoke? Silsalen is under attack. I barely got my father out alive. The cannon reeve, almost slain. These brutes may wear the uniforms of the First Oridon Marines, but they're imposters. They're agents of the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure of it. Teldur, my father's assistant, is trying to organize a defense. You look capable. Will you help Silsalen? We'll be waiting in the barn down the road. Good luck in there. There's not much time. What do you need to know? Elenwen, I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, they'll have it burned to the ground. My father, and the man standing beside me, silly fool. He's in the town square, just over the bridge. You must hurry. He's hopelessly outnumbered. We were expecting an attachment from the First Oridon Marines to prepare for the Queen's visit. Then this lot arrived and started killing and burning. We were readying for celebration, not a slaughter. Why would the Queen send men to attack her loyal subjects? It makes no sense. But it would be just the sort of ruse the Veiled Heritance would use to undermine her authority. A group of Altmer isolationists who hate outsiders. They think the Queen has been corrupted by our alliance with the Bosmer and Khajiit and seek to overthrow her.
Looks like we could get into a fight. Well, do we want to get into a fight? And we're probably not that far away from the fight. It doesn't look like it changed. Okay, there we go. Talk to Teldur. Alright. We've changed quests again. Let me get rid of this. Let me see, which way is it? Talk to Teldur. It looks like it's up these stairs. I need my sword.
Help me.
There, we've equipped our sword. Now let's close our inventory.
Are you insane? Can't you see the town is under attack? Did she? How do I know you're not one of the imposters? Fine. Grab that bucket from the well and put out the fires. If you find any villagers, tell them they need to evacuate until it's safe. What are you waiting for? Move like you have a purpose. Refuse to answer an outsider's pointless questions, for one. I'll catch up with you at the barn later. Now go.
Get the bucket from the well. Use well, use. Whoa, look at all of this mess.
Free at last. My thanks.
I gotta put out more fires. Run back here. How do you use I need to use it, don't I? I don't need to use it? I keep getting hit.
Free at last.
There's a bunch up here. See any more fires?
Free, thanks to you.
I see another one over here.
Free at last! My thanks!
I thought I saw a fire over here.
Free at last. My thanks.
I gotta put that fire out. I'm just barely getting them before they get me. don't see a soldier over there. Or there. Talk to Ellen when... What barn? According to this, the barn. It wouldn't let me put the fire out. I entered the cellar, there's nothing in here. Okay, what's going on here? What's the trick? There's obviously is one. Barn. The barn keeps it keeps telling me why does it keep leading me here? I don't know. It won't let me use it again. Talk to Ellen when... This is stupid. Okay, so like, what's the point of this? Enter the cellar. What just happened? The arrow disappeared.
Thank the Eight. Quickly, untie us! Captain Tendil of the 1st Oridon Marines. We were sent here at the behest of Her Royal Majesty, Queen Irene. We walked into a trap. Agents of the Veiled Heritans stripped us of our uniforms and gear and left us here to burn. We have a stash at the farm near the edge of town. Return them to us. I'll personally see that every last imposter dies screaming for mercy! Thank you. I'll untie the rest. You get that gear for us.
Okay. To climb up is... okay. What's the key to climbing up? I guess we're gonna have to look it up. Crouch, ability, interact, range.
Help me! Help me! Will no one come to my aid?
User, this is ridiculous. There are so many commands here and not a single one for climbing. Friends, guilds, notification, help. Start. Okay, that's user interfaces, camera, targeting. This is all the controls. Command pet is well, I don't even have a key for that. Attack block, that's combat. Sprint is shift, crouch is control.
Can anyone assist me? Help! If someone would only help.
Roll dodge. I need a key bound to that. What's R bound to?
Help me. Please.
I'm looking to see what R is bound to. I'm sure it's bound to something. Secondary action.
Over here. I need help. Help me, please.
Secondary action. What is second? I guess I need that key. F is the third action. What key do I not have bound to something? R is also bound to second dialogue action. What other keys have I got? About C. C is bound to C is character. Wow, looks like every key is used for something. What about the number keys? Are they bound to anything? Yeah, they are. 1 through 5 are abilities 1 through 5. But it looks like 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are not bound to anything. So I can bind it to 6. There. Now I can roll dodge. Toggle, rock, run, caps lock, bind. Toggle, walk, run is caps lock. Okay. I still don't know how to climb this. Oh, E is climb. Alright, give me Recover supplies.
To the side!
Okay, the guy's gonna... I've hit him 3 times. Come on. I gotta beat this guy. Okay, I killed one of them. Does it redo it with all of them there? Got the jerk. Another one. Man, how am I supposed to survive against this? I gotta keep fighting. Back up. Turn around. Go ahead, throw it at me. You know, I blocked every attack and she still beat me. Where is she? Back up against the fence, you bitch. Heal up. The important thing is don't give up. I think I'm carrying too much stuff. I gotta dump some inventory. The question is what? Inventory space 49. My camera is in the way. I'm gonna have to. This is ridiculous. There's no room for anything here. Control tab. I gotta do away with Twitch chat. Okay, there we go. Now I can... I've got too many swords. How many swords have I got? I got all those swords. Dump them. Destroy all of them but one. That's worth a lot. We can drop the melon. We can use that, so we'll hang on to it.
Circle around.
Get rid of this. Why am I crouching? I'm still walking. Caps lock. Now we're running. About dang time we're running. I've got to talk. No, I don't want to talk to Alan when I need to finish recovering there. Recover armor. Okay, I recovered the armor. What arrows are left? Only, there's another arrow. Recover supplies. Talk to Tyndall. Here you go, Tyndall. Here's your crap.
I've got to get out of here.
Any luck? We'll gear up and patch our wounds. In the meantime, find out who's behind this conspiracy. I'll send one of my best men along with you to help loosen some tongues. Stars guide your steps.
I got some gold out of it. I gotta talk to Alan one.
Greetings.
Okay, Alan one, where are you? Ooh, nice. Ellen one. I'm lost. Is this the barn?
Why carry on?
Yes.
The fires are under control thanks to you. We'll be a long time in rebuilding, but your bravery won't be forgotten. Now, to more pressing matters. Teldur has betrayed us. Teldur asked Canon Reeve Valano for a word outside. When they didn't return, I went to look for them. I got a glimpse of them heading towards the manor. Teldur was holding a knife to my father's side. Our home, the Canon Reeve's residence. Teldur's quarters are there as well. Please, you must go there quickly. I fear for my father's life. Teldur must answer for his crimes.
Find a way into... Okay, it automatically gave me the quest. Okay. Uh-oh. Not again. Anytime I get faced off against two of them, I lose. This one has to go first. Yes. I have to go up the stairs, apparently. You need a key. Shoot. There doesn't appear to be any way in without that key. Find a way in. Okay, we got that. That appears to be the only thing listed. Alright, let's look at the journal and see if there's one to find. I need a way to do it, and I don't know how to do it. The question is how you're supposed to do it, genius. You could have at least given me a hint. What is that? There's a camp that way. That might have something to do with it. Thanks for helping me out, buddy. Okay, we're not going to get through there that way. Ah! Ha ha ha! A key. What do you know?
Fools, you think you can trifle with the veiled heretics and live to tell the tale?
I guess the question is, what are we supposed to do now? I'm assuming we go upstairs.
Back! Now!
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. He's blocking the door.
Fool! You think you can trifle with the veiled inheritance and live to tell the tale?
I can't search him now. There's nothing in that door. Looking for this guy. But I honestly don't see anything. Oh, no, I don't want carrots. Alright, there has to be something to do here. Why do I keep finding carrots? Really? I got a feeling you can use that for something. Fine Telder. Is it gonna give me a hint?
Please, somebody come.
Let's enter the ruins. Fine Telder. Aha! We found the guy.
The Canon Reeve betrayed us. Betrayed us all. I found proof. Canon Reeve Villano, member of the Veiled Inheritance, didn't want to believe. I confronted him. He tried to escape. We captured him, brought him here. His men were waiting. No, too late for me. Must go. Stop Villano before he escapes.
Stop Volano, huh? This just keeps getting better and better. According to this, he's in here. Okay, I don't get it. Under the carpet? Stop Volano. Above. Aha! Above. That's the key. You gotta go up.
Move now!
Telder's Journal. I grow increasingly suspicious of my master, Canonry Villano, and his true loyalties. Strange visitors come and go from the manor at all hours, and the Canonry has been sending private missives to unknown parties. When asked, he is extremely circumspect with regard to the content of these missives. My suspicions are confirmed. The Canonry has been covertly communicating with members of the Veiled Inheritance. In point of fact, I strongly suspect that the attack on the town was his doing all along. I plan to confront him, arrest him if necessary. I dare not risk revealing my discoveries to any of the locals, as I've no way to discern who might be in league with him. Okay, and there's nothing else to it.
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
Talk to Ellen. Oh, the clown's dead. Hi, Ellen. You didn't go very far.
Your valiant rescue of the first Auridon Marines was well timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news of the traitor Teldur? Was Canonry Villano injured? My father was a traitor to the crown? Orchestrated an assault on his own people? Why? Why would you do this, father?
Excellent. We accomplished something. What do you know? Let's talk to the boatswain. I don't know who that guy is. East of Islet's camp. East Shore Islet's camp. I'm not ready to talk to the boatswain yet. Journal. The Guild. Long lost lore. Oldest store of ancient knowledge. Okay, we've highlighted the task. Now it should give us an arrow. Means we're gonna have to
Hello.
go. Enter the ruins.
What is it?
Oops, I hit the key. That's the river. Watch out for the tree. Ah, cool. I found a way to travel. Found my first way shrine. Actually, I'm kind of like busy. Looks like that's the ruins. Enter the ruins. Come on. Died again. there more of those things? I hear them. There are more of those things. There's steps. Now ruined, the subterranean halls of Ondi were built in the early First Era to house Kin Lady Fiorella's extensive collection of ceramic figurines. That doesn't sound good. Let's switch to walk mode. Basket, found some flour. Looks like everything else is empty, but that looks like the books. This looks like the books. How I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I can't take the books. There's 4 of these things, whatever they are. Oh, The Tale of Drozira. Transcription and commentary by Sonia Vett. The following is a tale overheard as told by a Khajiiti father to his cub while making camp with one of their caravans. I have attempted to transcribe it as he told it, for the Khajiiti do not often speak of their history to outsiders. In truth, I do not believe he would have spoken at all, but for the vast helping of moon sugar he had consumed that night. Come and warm your fur by the fire, Mashir, and I will tell you how our Drozira came to be the greatest of all Khajiiti. Drozira I took in the case to be an honored ancestor. The ancient Khajiiti heard the great roar of Al-Kush and the great cat king of time, known as Akatosh in the Empire and Alduin in Skyrim, and raced to his voice. In 3 days' time they crossed the whole of Tamriel, resting not even for moon sugar, for such was the speed of Khajiiti then. They joined with the pride of Al-Kush and were his strongest warriors. Lorkaj, shore to the nords, however, chose to give his roar to the Rarwalharth to spite the Khajiiti warriors, for he was jealous of their devotion to Al-Kush. Seeing the ferocity of the Khajiiti warriors, Ra-Walbarth could not bring himself to put them to death. Using the roar that Lorkaj had given him, he spoke to Masur and Secunda to move to their fullness in the sky. The Khajiiti warriors, whatever. Did I collect that? Yeah, I don't care what it says. I just want the book. I've retrieved one. There are 3 more. Redo it again. Back off of the thing. Good, if they're gonna keep him busy. Lovely. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Lovely. Another one. There's a ton of books here. If you want to read books. Darn it. I had him blocked. How can he kill me if I have him blocked? It restores their health every time. Hit him. Back up. Did any of them die? Tell me I got one of them. Thank goodness. And you have to get by them to take that. Okay, I got two of them. There's another one over there. I gotta take him out. And there's another one this way. They're sure doing a lot of damage. He hit me with a lightning bolt or something. Take him out. He's doing too much damage with that shock thing. I blocked it and you still let him hit me. Now that doesn't make any sense. Your equipped items have lost durability. Back up. I can't see. Back up. Inventory. Equip something else. Equip that. And I've got this does a lot of damage. Now I have a chance. I thought I had a chance, and I didn't have a chance. How am I supposed to beat him against 1400 damage? Really? I don't have anything to block that. I'm supposed to have a shield. I had him. Oh man, I had him. And he's still... I can't block that at all. I'm gonna try to get around him. Iron. That was iron. Good deal. I think that just takes you out. was close. None of those books are here. The books. There's one. I need one lousy stinking more. And now I'm lost. What am I doing down here? There's nothing down here. I don't think. Isn't that another one of those? That's the bookshelf, isn't it? Is it going to tell me where? Talk to Advisor Norian. Retrieve tome. It's above. How am I supposed to go above? There's nothing down here. There has to be a way to go up somewhere. There's a way to go up. is it? You stop telling me where it is. I made it upstairs, and you stop telling me where it is. Everybody's coming from that way. I'm not gonna live through this. I've already been through this guy. I've already been this way, so I obviously am in the wrong place. Give me a hint. You're not telling me anything. And I certainly don't want to go by him.
Well done. Return that book to the Lost. Tell her fire will show her the words.
I just gotta stay away from that dude. What's the way out? Looks like a way out. Have to get through here. Try backing up. Okay, I killed one of them. You get out. This is the wrong way. This is the right way. Getting out of here is a job. I made it. I still have to get back though. Crap. I'm beginning to run out of patience. I gotta kill at least one. Okay, I got one killed, so I'm alright. You weren't working. Shoot. Just not doing good here. I'm dying too much. That's nice. Assuming you run along this road. Somebody's got themselves a horse. This is interesting. I'm trying to get there. I'm just not doing a very good job of it. Is this a town, finally? Have a heck of a time finding this town.
There you are. Do not panic. Only you can see me. Come, we have to talk. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there. I awoke upon a sandy shore, a stretch of beach, outside a bustling city of elves, Vokelgard. The harborage is in a seaside cave, outside the city. It is there that you will find me.
Okay, but let me do what I was doing first. Mage's Guild is this way. Do that. There's no way in this building. Oh, there we go, the door. Whoa, mild problem. A little bit of lag here. Talk to Velaste. No, that's a different quest. I was on... You switched quests on me. Long lost lore. That is the quest. Talk to Velaste. Well, where is this guy? There it is.
Were you successful? Do you have the tomes? Well done. You're already proving your worth to the guild. Sorry, did you say strange? What happened? Shalador? Labyrinthine started a spell mirror's forger. Are you speaking truly? And, this book's pages are blank. Why is it glowing? The spellwrights of the First Era used a special ink that would remain invisible until immersed in arcane fire. Perhaps that's what he meant. We have a brazier nearby burning with such a fire. Let's see what the flames reveal. Cast the book into the arcane fire. Fear not, the pages will not burn. Shalador was the most famous archmage of the First Era. His dedication to spellcraft and his commitment to research were unmatched by any before or since. Most mages revere him, though he does have his critics. Shalador felt that one should earn the right to be called mage. He created many trials to test the spellcasting mettle of men and mer. His loudest detractors were those who failed those tests.
Place the tomb on the arcane bridge. Well, that's easy enough. Summoning rituals legible. Alakria beats the heck out of me, what that says. Easy enough.
What has the fire revealed? Complex indeed. Much of this is beyond my understanding, but here, this one is an attunement spell. We can summon Archmage Shalador himself. We'll need some ritual orbs. They'll focus your magicka, attune your life energies, and draw him to this place. The ritual will apparently also link your mind with his. It means that the Archmage will be able to guide you and speak to you whenever he chooses. Are you ready to begin? To the center. First, we attune your spirit to Shalador's. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
Okay, like, how am I supposed to use the orb? I don't see it. Use the ritual orb. Right. Okay, well, like, where explained, this looks like an orb, but use the ritual orb. It's not doing anything, that much is for certain. So, I don't know what to do. Use the ritual orb. Tell me what the ritual orb is. It's leading me back into the center of this thing. I'm not the only one trying to figure this out. Shoot. This is the most impossible thing to figure out. What do they mean use the ritual orb when the only thing is those pink things floating around? There's nothing else here. When you hit use, nothing happens. I don't know what to do. Is it something I have in my inventory? I don't think I have a ritual orb. Was I supposed to have one? So I'm missing something here. How am I supposed to do this? There's got to be a command that I'm missing. Use synergy. Okay, I'm starting to get frustrated. Well, I'm gonna call it quits because I don't know what to do.